the Sparks City Council meeting for March 23rd with a roll call.
Mayor Lawson.
Here.
Council members Abbott.
Here.
Vanderwell.
Here.
Anderson.
Here.
Bybee.
Here.
Rodriguez.
Here.
Assistant City Attorney Northington. Here. City Manager Louthan.
Here.
We do have a quorum, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Anderson, will you give us the invocation, please?
Yes, please join me in Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for all the young people that we have here in attendance, that they're taking part in what we do in the city. And Lord, we just pray that you watch over our city, help us to make good decisions today and each day for the residents, for the businesses within the city. And I just pray, Father God, also for the protection of our first responders, the dispatchers, as well as our service members that are protecting us across the country. We thank you and we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Ms. Bobby, will you lead us in the pledge?
Absolutely. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I can hear them. I can hear those young ladies. Okay. All right, we're moving on to public comment. Let's start with Ernie Brand, followed by Brian Moore.
Good afternoon, Mayor and members of City Council. My name is Ernie Brandy, and I'm a resident of Wingfield Springs Community in Ward 4. I'm here today to formally oppose the following applications submitted by Red Hawk Land Company. PD 26-001, PD 26-002, and the related comprehensive plan CPA. These applications filed on January 21st represent a dramatic and harmful change to the nationally recognized environmentally certified community. They would destroy protected wetlands and wildlife habitat, eliminate a golf course designed by one of the world's most celebrated architects, and ignore the current reality that golf participation in America is at a 16-year high. We respectfully urge the council to deny these applications. Once open space is removed, it does not come back. Our grounds for opposition: destruction of Audubon certified wetlands and nationally significant golf course. The developers claim that golf is a shrinking industry is false. Course closures hit their lowest rate in 20 years in 2024, and more new course development are underway now more than any time since 2010. Breach of the originally planned development covenant, unacceptable traffic and transportation impacts, inadequate water resource analysis, sewer and wastewater capacity concerns, life safety and emergency service concerns, construction noise and the quality of life, 3 to 5 year active build period. The fiscal impact to the roads is unknown, so therefore it's considered a deficit. So I formally request that there is an independent study for traffic, water availability, infrastructure and hydrological impact, sewer and wastewater, life safety, construction noise, and community impact data. So we're asking for you to reject the applicant's characterization of the elimination of the golf course as minor. Robert Trent Jones Jr. publicly accessible Audubon certified championship course is a regionally significant asset, and its proposed demolition is a major community impact. The Wingfield Springs community was built on promises about open space, about wetland protection, about environmental stewardship, and about recreational amenities that define the quality of life here. Those promises were made not just to home buyers, but to the city of Sparks, its residents, to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the EPA, and the Audubon International Society. And we ask this council to honor them. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, Brian Moore, followed by Kim Szynski.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, thanks for allowing us to be able to speak before you. I too am here to speak in opposition of the development at Red Hawk. I moved from my house in Vista, right next to Charlene Bybee, in 2015 to Red Hawk. for our forever home. My children left to go to college, and my wife and I chose to move to the house that we live on, hole number 10 on the Lakes Golf Course. Again, as I said, for our forever home. It's our lifestyle. My wife actually even took up golf, amazingly, and we play probably 5 to 6 days out of the week. If it ends in a Y, we play golf. We use the gym. It's about our socialization. It's about exercise. It's about our health. I am currently a chairperson of the Red Hawk Ambassador Program, where I provide a link between the private club members and the Red Hawk Golf Course. I'm also a member of the board, on the board of the Wingfield Springs HOA. My background is in human resources. I've been the senior executive in human resources, various organizations in this community, including Washoe Health System, Microsoft. I actually started the human resource department at the RCVA, and I retired from my position as senior HR person for the Reno Tahoe Airport Authority. So I know about policies, I know about law, I know about the challenging decisions that you have before you. I wouldn't want to sit in your seat, trust me. But I've had to sit in that seat many times. And even though I actually created policies and had to enforce those very policies for the employees that I represented, I also took into account the impact it had on those individuals. And I had to look a little bit sometimes and had to try a little harder because it bothered me, it concerned me when those very policies and laws impacted those employees in a negative fashion. So as you're looking through all the mounds of information you guys are going to be handed with between now and who knows when, all I'm asking you to do is dig a little deeper, try a little harder, and recognize that there's an awful lot of lives that are going to be impacted by this development. I actually presented in front of the Planning Commission last Thursday, and I got up and I sat back down in that chair and I looked up and I noticed that picture behind you with that individual sitting with 2 children looking on the pond. And I thought, how relevant is that picture to the very thing that we're talking about? And that's the lifestyles of families that are within this community. So thank you again for your time. I appreciate it. And I respect you all for the difficult decisions you're having to be faced with. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Kim Szynski, followed by Catherine Riles.
Good afternoon. My name is Kim Szynski. Thank you, Mayor Lawson and all of the council members for allowing us to speak today. I am also here to oppose the application for the destruction of our community with the Wingfield Housing Project that you will be facing soon. But today, I am not alone. You don't see them here, but there are 4,364 people behind me that signed an online petition opposing this project. And the Wingfield Springs Community Protection Group has 900 hand-signed petitions that we will be presenting to you sometime in the near future. Doing my research, I read that your June 2024 resident survey that the satisfaction of the residents is very high in this city. And I think it's a big part of, obviously, the management of this city. So thank you for that. But I wanted to remind you that 2 of the top issues that came out of that survey are roads and park and recreation. These 2 items are the concern and are in direct opposition to this housing proposal. I also want to thank the city staff that reviewed the Wingfield Springs application. The professionalism and expertise that the city staff showed during the hour-and-a-half application meeting that recently happened with the developer, they were outstanding. You should be very proud of them. I also want to thank Mayor Lawson, council members Anderson and Bybee. I really appreciate you coming and listening to the community meeting that we had last week. We had about 1,000 in attendance, I counted. And I wanted to let you know that when you have this proposal on your agenda, both in the Planning Commission and in the City Council, that there was 1,000 of us, But our goal is to at least double that. I'm pretty sure 2,000 people are not going to fit in this room. So I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up. Respecting the community opposition does not mean rejecting growth altogether. It means ensuring that growth is thoughtful, transparent, and aligned with the community's longstanding plan and expectations. When a large number of residents express clear and organized opposition, it signals that this proposal may not serve the broadest public interest. Good governance requires balancing development goals with trust, input, and well-being of the people that live with the consequences every day. Thank you for your time.
You. Catherine Riles.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am here today in opposition of selling off public lands in Washoe County, the Northeast Connector, and destroying the Pajaro Mountain Range. I oppose semi-trucks and other commercial vehicles on roads where school children play, homeowners walk their dogs, moms pushing strollers, and seniors out for their daily walks. I oppose construction trucks with no screens, covers, or tarps on their loads. I oppose Burning Man vehicles with items and materials and property secured on their vehicles. I oppose Burning Man traffic along with all the other traffic and vehicles from I-80 that will be dumped into nearby neighborhoods and driving on residential roads. Selling off public lands in Washoe County to obtain land on the Pajaro Range will destroy the mountain range. It will just be a repeat of the destruction that has taken place in the RTIC USA Parkway area. The Northeast Connector will impact and destroy the habitat of an abundance of wildlife, including wild horses. The Northeast Connector will bring excess traffic, noise, pollution, trash, and transients into the nearby communities and into our neighborhoods. It will bring homeless individuals along with illegal camps, fires, and trash. Take a close look at what the homeless individuals have done and continue to do along I-80 and along the Truckee River. The Northeast Connector will have a major impact on every homeowner from Home Run along Vista to La Posada and down La Posada to Pyramid Highway. Those in favor of the Northeast Connector have no idea of the huge financial impacts this is going to have on homeowners' property values, the strain it will cause on the infrastructure, more importantly, on our police, fire, and paramedics. It is time for Astoria and Lyon County to develop homes, childcare centers, and provide community resources for the individuals working at the RTIC USA Parkway area. The Northeast Connector is not about making lives easier for commuters. This is about gaining access to land to build more data centers, warehouses, and homes. The Northeast Connector is nothing more than a land grab. It is crucial to protect Nevada's water supply. All water sources across the entire state of Nevada should remain untouched, not filled in, diverted, removed in any way. Wells are being dug deeper. Water on public land is disappearing, and groundwater is extremely low all across the entire state. Water is life for all humans and animals. I am concerned about the amount of water the data centers and mines are consuming. Are the data centers and mines contaminating our clean water? Is the waste being properly disposed of? Nevada politicians need to protect public lands, wildlife, wild horses, burros, and water. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Anyone else in the public wishing to speak at this time? All right, seeing none, we'll bring it back to the dais and move on to approval of the agenda. Any additions, subtractions? Not, Mr. Anderson.
Move to approve the agenda as submitted.
Mr. Rodriguez. Second. Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. Minutes, 6.1, any additions, corrections to the minutes? If not, I'm looking for a motion. Mr. Abbott.
I move to approve the draft minutes of the regular Sparks City Council meeting and the Sparks City Council Capital Improvement Plan Budget Workshop for March 9th, 2026.
Ms. Vanderwill.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. Trying to talk and write at the same time, like walking and chewing gum for me. All right, announcements. commendations. Sparks High School Girls Volleyball, Varsity Volleyball.
Basketball.
Excuse me. I read varsity as volleyball, sorry. My apologies. Basketball team. So who's going to come down for, I want all of you, we're going to go outside and take a picture after this, but who's going to come down and listen to the commendation and then say a few words?
Coach Dorothy.
We could have CJ come down too. Oh, yeah. Come on, Principal. Have a seat down here. And Mr. Abbott is going to read your commendation, and then we're going to have you say a few words afterwards to the millions of people watching us on YouTube that you'll get, and then we'll take some pictures.
Cool. Here we go. Whereas the Sparks High School girls varsity basketball team.
Thank you.
led by head coach Dorothy O'Melia and assistant coaches Andrew Dude and Larry Murillo, became the first Sparks High School girls basketball program to make the NIAA playoffs in over 22 years. And whereas the team was led by seniors Shea Patterson and Bailey Hunden, who dedicated 4 years of time, heart, and leadership to the program, leading the 3A West League in scoring, rebounds, double-doubles, and free throw shooting, and each earning first team 3A West honors. And whereas Jacqueline Delgado was named to the 3A West second team, Julia Montiero received 3A honorable mention recognition, and Shea Patterson was further distinguished by being named to the 3A All-North team, representing the top players with both the East and West divisions across the state of Nevada. And whereas this year's team demonstrated exceptional unity and perseverance, dedicating countless hours in practice, overcoming adversity on and off the court, and achieving their historic playoff berth while honoring the past Lady Railroaders and inspiring future generations to embody the motto, once a railroader, always a railroader. And definitely one of my favorite quotes, no doubt. Whereas head coach Dorothy O'Melia was named the 3A Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, a well-earned recognition of her leadership, dedication, and commitment to rebuilding and elevating the Lady Railroaders program. And whereas the future of the program remains bright, as returning sophomores and freshmen continue developing their skills and building a strong foundation for continued success. Now, therefore, on behalf of Ed Lawson, the mayor of the city of Sparks, do hereby commend the Sparks High School girls varsity basketball team for their historic achievement, exemplary sportsmanship, and outstanding representation of our community.
Coach, give us your name for the record and say a few words.
I'm Dorothy O'Melia, the head coach for Sparks Girls Basketball. I cannot thank this team enough. I appreciate you all for reaching out and being able to publicly recognize these young people who have put in, like the commendation has said, countless hours, work, time, their passion, and their families who have also sacrificed a lot of time of them, taking them to practice, taking them to 6 a.m. shoot-arounds. And this year has just been absolutely magical for our seniors to send them out that way. And it was great to be able to have our younger kids also be able to be a part of that, to witness that, and then to just keep striving to be great in not only basketball, but, here in our community and for their futures. So thank you so much. Thank you, ladies, for being here. I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Do you have anything to add, CJ?
Sure. I'm CJ Waddell. I'm the principal at Sparks High School, and I want to thank Dorothy and her amazing coaching staff for all of the time and the care that they give to our girls. And I want to thank these young ladies back here for the way they represent us at Sparks High School. These young ladies are not just athletes, they are also students first, and they really represent us well. So thank you, ladies, and thank you, Coach.
Okay. All right, we're going to wait after.
Sounds good.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, Donald, sorry.
Then I won't.
I'll just definitely thank you, Dorothy, for being an amazing coach, amazing supporter of not just the Sparks High School women's basketball team, but all Railroaders, all sports. You know, we see at the quarter auction. I think you might have bid on a dog this year, and which is amazing. It was a great little fundraiser for Sparks High School. But definitely a shout out to all you ladies working hard together. I think I was doing math in my head. That would have been my freshman year when last time we went to playoffs, which is amazing for you to, set I know I'm old. I get it. I appreciate that.
It's like last week.
I know. But really appreciate what y'all are doing for the program as a whole. It's a big win and setting some great momentum. And also give a big shout out to Coach Chava. He's the reason he told me that you won Coach of the Year and he's like, hey, we should do something. So, it's really amazing just seeing all the different programs. We all want success. We want everyone to win. And we're all winning by you guys being here and representing all the Railroaders that are also here in this room, which I know there's a few in the crowd too. So, thank you.
I would like to also echo my congratulations. But as a female athlete myself, and I am actually the face of Title IX, I am really old. Donald could be my son. He's younger than my son. 1972, I arrived at the University of Nevada as an athlete, and there weren't scholarships till my senior year. And I know pre-Title IX, the lack of opportunities for women. There were women older than me that never even got to compete. And I was fortunate I was. I was a gymnast back when gymnasts were still tall. That's how long ago that was. But I just know from my own experience, my husband was a football player at Nevada. My dad played pro football. I mean, I grew up with tons of sports. But what really for all of you, and I know for my sons, the life lessons that you learn, that you take forward with you, is all the things that will make you a success in life. It's a work ethic, it's teamwork, it's sometimes learning to be a good winner is harder than being a good loser, and staying humble, working together, and things that just are beyond what a basket or a title or a championship is. So all the lessons you're learning right now on the court, you take to your classroom and you'll take forward in life to jobs, to family, and you guys will rock it. Your futures will be really bright, so congratulations.
Anyone else? Okay, thank you. We're going to take a picture right after this next proclamation. It's wait until 8th. Who's going to come down and be our guinea pig in front of the millions of YouTube viewers? Come on down. We're going to, we'll read it and then we'll have you give your name and say a few words. Ms. Vanderwell's going to read this for you.
Whereas the city of Sparks is home to families, schools, and neighborhoods that value the health, safety, and well-being of children. And whereas research has linked early exposure to smartphones and social media to an array of youth mental and physical health risks. And whereas Wait Until 8th, Reno Sparks is a nonprofit, parent-led movement that helps families delay smartphones at least until the end of 8th grade. And whereas the more families that support this initiative, the less social pressure there will be on elementary and middle school children to have smartphones in order to fit in. And whereas families who are worried about emergencies or need to be able to reach their children at any given time can still use basic devices for calls and texts. And whereas the city of Sparks seeks to promote and protect the mental and physical health of children. Now, therefore, I, Ed Lawson, Mayor of the City of Sparks, do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Wait Until 8th Month and urge residents to recognize that waiting until at least the end of 8th grade to give your children smartphones can promote and protect the mental and physical health of our community's children.
Give us your name for the record.
Hi, my name is Brandy Vesco. I'm the co-leader of Wait Until 8th Reno Sparks. Thank you so much, Mayor Lawson and City Council members, for your support for Wait Until 8th Reno Sparks. As a Sparks parent and resident, I can tell you this is a wonderful step forward in our local movement to protect childhood. And in honor of April as Wait Until 8th month, we are hosting a free documentary screening and community discussion on smartphone use among children and teens, moderated by Sarah Johns of KTVN2. That'll happen here in Sparks at Hug High School on Tuesday, April 14th. The documentary allows parents to fully catch up in just one night on how kids are actually experiencing and using the online world. Because I can tell you as a parent, this is tough to keep up with or even really grasp. Not only because it changes so rapidly, but also because it's completely different from the online world of adults. So let's take just one night as a community to gain the awareness we need to keep our kids safe. There's no cost to attend. Free dinner and childcare will be provided, but registration is required by April 9th. Please visit Wait Until 8th Reno Sparks on Instagram or email us at waituntil8threnosparks@gmail.com to register. And thank you all so much.
Any questions from the council? Ms. Vanderwell.
I want to say thank you, and it's so good to see you guys here again, and I have been watching your momentum and everything. And I wanted to share that if you guys weren't aware with it, because I've ordered the book, it's called The Anxious Generation, of the new great rewiring of childhood is causing an epidemic of mental illness. So I wanted to share that I'm going to start reading that, and I think we need to follow and do what you're doing. So thank you.
I'm glad you mentioned that because we are cited in chapter 9 of that book as a collective action step for parents. And you can see my motivation right back there for this. Yeah, they're 8 and a lot of their friends already have them. So
Anyone
Thank
else?
you.
Okay, with that, then we're going to take a 10-minute recess, go take some pictures, and we'll be back. Okay. Who am I missing?
No big deal.
Yeah. It's all right. Donald's got to keep up with the crowd. All right. Let's call the meeting back to order. Let's move on to consent items. Anyone wish to pull a consent item? If not, I'm looking for a motion. Ms. Vanderwell,
I move to approve consent items 8.1 and 8.2 as submitted.
Mr. Anderson.
Second the motion.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. 9.1, consideration, discussion, and possible appointment of 2 representatives to the Western Regional Water Commission, 1 Sparks representative and 1 Truckee Meadows Water Reclamation Facility representative, each for a 2-year term ending March 31st, 2028, from the following pool of applicants, which is basically our city council. And what I have asked for is Diane Vanderwell from Tumwa? Tumwharf? No. Charlene's from Tumwharf. From this, that's okay. Diane from the city and Charlene from Tumwharf JCC. Okay? Any questions on that? If not, we're looking for a possible motion. Mr. Anderson.
I move to appoint Diane Vanderwell as the Sparks representative and Charlene Bybee as the Tumwharf representative on the Western Regional Water Commission, each for a 2-year term ending March 31st, 2028.
Okay, any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote.
Don't I need a second?
You're gonna ask for a
Oh,
second?
Donald, do you want to second that?
Yeah, I'll
Donald?
second it.
Thank you. Hey, I'm already on to 9.2. Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. 9.2, consideration, discussion, and possible approval of an interlocal agreement, AC 6182, with the Truckee River Flood Management Authority, or TRFMA, to reimburse the city of Sparks $75,000 for work with House Moran Consulting, Inc. regarding hydraulic modeling and flood mapping of the North Truckee Drain and preparation of a letter of map revision, or a LOMAR.
Thank you,
Amber.
Mayor. Members of council, Amber Sosa, city engineer. So as introduced, this is an interlocal agreement between TRFMA, the Truckee River Flood Management Authority, and the city of Sparks for TRFMA to provide $75,000 reimbursement to the city for hydraulic flood mapping that we intend to do on the North Truckee Drain. So FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Authority, recently completed a restudy of the North Truckee Drain within the city of Sparks. And the study was part of a multi-year effort that included streams within Washoe County, Reno, and Sparks. The whole point of this was to update the FIRM maps, the flood insurance rate maps that are associated with the flood insurance rate zones. So that study did include new hydraulic modeling of the entire Spanish Springs watershed, as well as hydraulic modeling of the North Truckee Drain itself. And that updated floodplain mapping for those FIRM maps as discussed. TRFMA and the city did provide FEMA hydraulic studies and models to FEMA's consultant. We did numerous coordination meetings. The consultant did move forward with their own model that we did have some technical questions and concerns with. Due to timing of the study, they did make some minor adjustments, but they did go ahead and complete their study. This is the continuation of that coordination with FEMA to get our technical questions answered and get some more refined mapping of the North Truckee Drain. So with the scope of work that we intend to do with House Moran Consulting, we'll be looking at an update to the hydraulic models of the North Truckee Drain. It will include some surveying of structures along that drain, the hydraulic modeling that is supported to FEMA, as well as going through that LOMAR process, that letter of map revision process. The area of the North Truckee Drain that's to be considered for this work is from just downstream of Shadow Lane to the outfall of the Spanish Springs Detention Facility. The House Moran Consulting contract, the proposal is proposed at $98,000 This interlocal is the reimbursement from TURFMA for $75,000 to go towards that contract. TURFMA shall pay the entire amount committed within 30 days of the effective date of the contract between the City of Sparks and House Moran, and it is the city's responsibility to proceed and get through that scope of work. This was approved at TURFMA's board meeting on February 13th, and with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Questions from the council? Okay. Did you catch any more grief from Reno about this?
I have not.
Good.
Nope, it seems we're working as a region.
We heard about it. We heard about it at the flood board, so. All right, and then I am looking for a motion. Mr. Rodriguez.
Move to approve the interlocal agreement AC 6182 with the Truckee River Flood Management Authority to reimburse the city of Sparks $75,000 for the work with House Morgan Consulting Incorporated regarding the hydraulic modeling and flood mapping of the North Truckee Drain and preparation of a letter of the map revision.
Mr. Rabbit.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. All right, 10.1, second reading, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is second reading, public hearing, discussion, and possible action on Bill number 2851, an ordinance amending Sparks Municipal Code Title 13 entitled Water and Sewage, specifically Chapter 13.09 Sewer, Storm, and River Flood User Charges, and Chapter 13.24 Connection Fees to increase sanitary sewer user rates, increase the sanitary sewer connection fees, and increase septage rates, and providing for other matters properly related thereto.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council, Amber Sosa, City Engineer. So as introduced, this is the second reading of our 2025 sewer rate study. With this particular bill, you did hear the first reading at the last meeting, but you have also actually heard a first reading and a second reading of the proposed changes. You heard the first reading previously, December 8th, 2025, with the second reading, January 1st of 2026. With that second reading, we discovered there was a clerical error in one of the attachments, which is why it had to come back to you again for a first and second reading. None of the proposed changes are any different as far as the connection fees or the user fees. I do have the presentation available if you'd like to hear the entire presentation again. If not, I will. It's the pleasure of you, Mr. Mayor, and the council, how you'd like me to present this. But again, nothing has changed as far as the proposed rates. The effective date, should this pass today, will remain the same to go into effect April 1st. With that, I'm happy to do the presentation or answer any questions.
Questions from the council? I don't think we need a proposal. Okay, then if there's not, I'm looking for a motion. Oh, wait a minute. Public hearing. I almost missed it, didn't I? Anyone in the public wishing to speak on this item? Being none, we'll bring it back to the dais. And now we are looking for a motion. Ms. Vanderwell.
I move to approve Bill number 2851, an ordinance amending Sparks Municipal Code Title 13 entitled Water and Sewage, specifically Chapter 13.09 Sewer, Storm, and River Flood User Charges, and Chapter 13.24 Connection Fees to increase sanitary sewer user rates, increase the sanitary sewer connection fees, and increase septage rates, and providing for other matters properly related thereto with an effective date of April 1st, 2026.
Mr. Anderson.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. Madam Clerk, comments from the public.
We do not have any additional public comment, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, announcements from the mayor, city council, and city manager. Mr. Manager, you got anything? I know that Donald has something to say about St. Baldrick's. How much money did you raise?
Well, as a
The
team.
City of Sparks team.
Yeah, as our hashtag Sparks Proud, City of Sparks team, we raised right around $3,500.
Very good. What was your goal?
Any dollars a good amount of money? I don't think.
1,500 is what was published.
Okay. $80 better than no dollars. But we did really well as a team this year. Obviously, Councilman Anderson's has a similar barber haircut, or we see the same barber that day. There's a few others around City Hall you might see, or over at the yard. But we had a great time. We defeated Reno because they didn't have a team. So that was an automatic win.
90% winning is showing up.
Yeah, but no, we had a great time. I think we're in it again for next year, for many more years. We would love for you to participate in the future year, Mayor Lawson,
I
since,
definitely would consider that
sounds good, sounds good.
in future years.
Well, thanks for your donation since you didn't, as well as yourself, Councilwoman Bybee, and I think everyone. There's lots of donations. I'm not going to start naming them because I'm going to start forgetting. I know that. So,
Yeah, better not. All right,
we had a good
anyone else have any comments? Not, then we're adjourned. That's pretty good.
Oh, we are really good. Redevelopment. Do we have redevelopment? Okay, we do. I was thinking we did it early, that was that. Oops, okay, I knew we had it. That stuck in my brain, but not the right date. Okay.
yeah, we're not even, we won't do seconds on this one. Just like.
It speeds up the meeting.
Just do 1, 2. All right, we'll call today's Monday, March 23rd, Sparks Redevelopment Agency meeting to order with a roll call.
Chair Abbott,
Here.
agency members Lawson.
Here.
Bybee,
Here.
Vanderwell,
Here.
Anderson.
Here.
Rodriguez. Assistant Chief Legal Officer Northington.
Here.
Chief Administrative Officer Lawson.
Here.
We do have a quorum. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. We'll move on to item 3.1, public comment. Do we have any public comment?
We do not.
Perfect. We'll close item 3.1. Go to 4.1, approval of the agenda. Looking for a motion and a second. Agency member Rodriguez. Thank you. Agency member Bybee.
I will second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote. Passes unanimously. Item 5.1, consideration, discussion, and possible approval of the minutes of the Sparks Redevelopment Agency meeting for February 23rd, 2026. Looking for a motion. Agency member Anderson.
I move to approve the minutes of the Sparks Redevelopment Agency meeting for February 23rd, 2026.
Thank you. Agency member Vanderwell.
Second.
Awesome. We have a motion and a second. Please vote. Passes unanimously. Item 6.1, consideration and possible acceptance of the report of the claims and bills approved for payment and appropriation transfers for the period of February 10th, 2026 through March 10th, 2026. Looking for a motion. Agency member Vanderwell.
I move to accept the report of claims and bills and the appropriation transfers for the period of February 10th, 2026 through March 10th, 2026.
Thank you. Agency member Rodriguez.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote. Passes unanimously. And items 8.1, comments from the public. Do we have any public comment? Perfect. We'll close that item. Go to 8.2, announcements from the agency and the chief administrative officer. Perfect. We'll close that. Adjournment. See you later. 2:48.
See you later.